You're watching CBS News Los Angeles, The Rundown.
Hi, I'm Leslie Marin. Here's a look at your top stories. It's day 2 of a week-long storm system moving through Southern California. Flooding is a big concern in many areas. A live look at our Mount Wilson camera. You can't even see anything from all the gloom and rain. And along the coast, a similar story. A live look at Long Beach, where the stormy conditions are hovering above the water there. Well, let's turn it over to KCAL News meteorologist Marina Jurica for your next weather. Marina.
Thanks, Leslie. We are continuing to track this area of low pressure that is off the coast. And as it continues to circulate that moisture into our region, it's going to take its sweet time in doing so. So as it is a very slow tracking area of low pressure, it'll ride that moisture throughout LA, Ventura County, and the Antelope Valley for the rest of this evening. That will be the soggiest spots, and then gradually start to shift towards portions of the Inland Empire and Orange County as we head into the rest of the day. We have some heavy rain right now pushing into the downtown Los Angeles metro throughout Torrance, portions of Rancho Palos Verdes, out of San Pedro heading up to Agora Hills and Santa Clarita. We saw some much heavier rain in portions of Palmdale and Lancaster just about 30 minutes ago. And you folks up in the Antelope Valley will expect to see this heavier rain batch in about the next 30 minutes. Portions of Ventura County, anywhere from Oxnard heading into Ojai, are looking at just some light showers right now. And we've been tracking a couple sprinkles starting to move into portions of Anaheim, Costa Mesa, Pomona. So it's going to take a little bit longer to get further south as it tracks, but it'll eventually get to your neck of the woods. And as it moves up I-5, we'll be looking at some very gusty winds and travel through the pass just in case you are moving in that direction. We had a lot of heavy rain earlier in Catalina Island, as you can see, and now that is what's tracking into downtown LA. Roads are going to be very wet. I know it's a very busy time to travel, so you'll want to leave yourself plenty of time over the next 3 days wherever you might be going. So we already have a flood watch in effect, and that goes all the way through Thursday night into early Friday morning. We're looking at anywhere from 2 to 5 inches total rain. However, we could see up to 8 inches of rainfall where we see thunderstorms, especially by tomorrow afternoon, and we're going to have to pay close attention to those flood-prone regions around highways and especially where those burn scars are located. So rainfall totals, remember the first storm really hit the Central Coast hard with almost 4.5 inches already. We're going to have to watch Ventura County moving up towards the central coastline for that flooding risk as we head into tonight. Thousand Oaks almost at 2 inches, downtown LA almost at ½ an inch. So the storm is very slow and it's sluggish. So it's taking its time as it moves up the coastline. It will intensify as we move, especially into tonight and tomorrow from west to east. The wettest day and the best chance for thunderstorms will come tomorrow, and we could see rain rates of ½ an inch to 1 inch per hour. Those isolated storms embedded into those rain bands that are wrapping around that area of low pressure, and that will continue through tomorrow afternoon. Wind gusts could be over 60 miles per hour in our higher elevations, 30 to 50 miles per hour down in our area. So rotation around that low will continue to wrap those bands of moisture into our direction and will allow for us to get rainfall totals anywhere from 2 to 4 inches in OC and Inland Empire. Remember, you guys are going to take a little bit longer to get this storm system, so you won't see as much rain as you head further up towards the north, the LA metro area, 2 to 5 inches. The valleys, 3 to 5 inches. Moving up into Ventura County, 3 to 5 inches. Mountains, 4 to 7 inches. We are going to be looking at snow levels at 8,000 feet, so very high, and then it's going to drop to about 6,500 feet as we move into our Saturday morning once the system heads out. So highs today in the 60s. Rain for tomorrow with thunderstorms. Friday, this system is slowly exiting. We might see a little bit of isolated shower action left over on Saturday, but on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, we're finally drying out before we gear up for a next storm system, which will be coming in later on next week. Back to you, Leslie.
Perfect timing there. Thanks, Marina. Well, holiday shopping with a side of rain. KCAL News reporter Jasmine Veal in Glendale, where shoppers are out and about despite the wet weather.
I'm here in Glendale where you can see it is raining and it's really just picked up. It's been a mist to a light sprinkle and now this pretty steady rain. And yep, people are out here prepared with their umbrellas their sweaters, their hats. Are you liking the rain?
Well, I'm wearing a mask and it's actually warmer in the rain to walk around with a mask on because it keeps the body heat on your face.
Well, there you go. So that's coming in handy.
Yeah, for sure.
Are you doing any last minute shopping today?
No, I'm going tomorrow to the Galleria, actually.
Indoors.
Indoors, of course.
To avoid the rain.
Of course.
Okay, he's prepared.
Take care.
Thank you. Happy holidays. And that's, most of the shoppers we've seen a lot heading into the Glendale Galleria, but those in the outdoor mall at the Americana, they too have had umbrellas, dressed in, well, whatever winter clothing they have. There's Angie shooting some of this rain video of the shoppers, of people running across the street as quickly as they can right before the holidays. At least Santa, we know those Santa visits were not canceled today. He was indoors staying dry. Also, what we've seen are shoppers saying that they actually like to come out in the rain because parking tends to be a little easier. Not as many people are out and about. And even emergency crews aren't at work in this rain. Take a listen to some of the shoppers that we caught up with today.
The umbrella definitely helps, but you feel a little soggy.
And it's empty. Nobody's here, so that's good.
Yeah.
Parking was easy.
I mean, it's hard with the toddler, right? Like, no one wants to go out in the rain with a toddler. So, but our house is definitely getting muddy.
I'm from back east, and I grew up in rain and snow and stuff like that. It's nice to see it here.
So yeah, a lot of people trying to maybe get that last minute shopping done out here, knowing that the rain just could pick up later, making for a very wet commute. We're talking to more folks and just braving the weather today. All of that coming up on KCAL News.
Jasmine, thank you. And check this out, a winter wonderland up at Mammoth Mountain. Officials there say there's already a foot of snow on the ground and more is expected to come. Mammoth has opened all base areas for skiers and snowboarders. June Mountain will open this Saturday and offer free skiing to kids 12 and under all season long. Well, former NFL star Derek Ward has been charged with 5 counts of robberies here in Los Angeles. According to TMZ, the Super Bowl running back is accused of robbing several businesses, including gas stations. LAPD officers arrested the 43-year-old Monday. He has remained in custody on a $250,000 bail. The Reno Valley native played 8 seasons in the NFL with 3 different teams. An LA County public defender who has been in prison in Venezuela since March 2022 is finally on his way back home to the U.S. as part of a prison swap. Now, President Biden says 10 Americans were released as part of the deal. Ivan Hernandez was on vacation in Colombia at the time. It's unclear whether he accidentally crossed the border into Venezuela or was kidnapped and taken to Venezuela. Now, Hernandez was accused of criminal association and conspiracy, which are punishable by up to 16 years in jail in that country. Well, this has been CBS News Los Angeles, The Rundown. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back live at 4 here on CBS News Los Angeles.
CBS News Los Angeles, your local news, streaming wherever, whenever.